It's my dream, and I will scream and shout. I'm a dreamer and I'll always be. With my head up, I will chase my destiny. I'm a dreamer and I'll always be. With my head up, I will chase my destiny. My heart is steadfast, my spirit strong. I will chase my passion all life long. I won't look back, I'll push ahead. I'll make the most of every tread. I'm a dreamer and I'll always be. With my hands up, I will chase my destiny. I'm a dreamer and I'll always be. With my hands up, I will chase my destiny. I'm a dreamer and I'll always be. With my hands up, I will chase my destiny. I'm a dreamer and I'll always be. Vision clearer, getting better now. Lines unfolding, levels changing now. My mind is raising, my dreams are taking shape. My dreams are bolder, and I am breaking out. I see the future, it's bright and bold. The path before me will soon unfold. Each step I take, I'll gain more ground. My spirit soars, and my heart resounds.
Hello, can you hear me?
I did all that and it was on mute.
Okay. Hi.
This is starting off wonderful. I was reading my introduction to you and how fabulous you are, and that I was so excited to meet you and talk to you all the way from Tbilisi, Georgia. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes, exactly. Georgia, Tbilisi is the city, capital city. Yeah.
Nice, nice. I can't believe I did my whole spiel and then you disappeared. And then I thought, no one can hear me because it's on mute.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your interest and for this show. So I'm very glad to be here.
Oh, you're very welcome. I'm really excited to talk to you. I know we've seen each other a few times online and all those
Yeah.
things, and we just, haven't had a chance to connect. So,
Yeah.
I in fact, and I just lost my whole spiel. So we're gonna wing this because I don't have my No, I do have it. Let me get it back. I apologize to our audience, and and your patience with me today. How are you this morning? Are you? It's the
Actually,
evening there.
yeah, it's evening here. It's already 8 p.m. here. So
Uh-huh.
for you, it's morning. Good morning.
Well, it's 10
Good.
o'clock in Colorado.
Yeah, yeah. I
So,
know this already, those time differences since I got in
right.
NFTs. Yeah,
Yeah, you get
yeah,
used to that. And and help me make sure I pronounce your name correctly. Teomia?
yeah, exactly. This name also has a history, so maybe we
Oh,
talk
share
about
it
it.
with us, please.
Actually, my real name is Teo,
Mhm.
and uh, after my rebirth, I call it my second birth because you know that I had some health problems, and
Right,
when I was born for the second time, literally, it was 2 years ago.
right.
Mia was my favorite name always. I even named my pet once. So I decided to add a second part to my name because, and also it was like a symbol of my new life, my new beginning, my transformation. So I made these two names together. The initial one, which my parents gave me, Teo, and plus Mia, and it became Teomia. So I think it's a beautiful name.
It is
And
it is beautiful, and I listened to your video on your website. It was really, really nice, and, it was, I appreciated that, and I was thinking maybe we'll bring that up and show it to our viewers too, because we can share the
as you,
screen.
yeah, yeah,
But
sure.
we
As
we
you
have
wish.
you
I'm
live in
okay.
person, so maybe we don't have to do that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm here now. So we can
Right.
just talk whatever. Or,
Well, I'm
or
really, I'm really excited to talk to you about your entire, your life story and journey. I mean, it's truly inspiring what I've read and, your near death experience and how it influenced your work. Uh,
yeah.
so if you could, if you want to talk a little bit, introduce yourself to us. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you because I took I researched it, but tell our
Yeah, thank
audience
you.
about you.
Yeah, hello everyone who is watching us now. And
Yes.
yeah, my name is Teomia. I'm from Georgia, Tbilisi. I'm a personal development mentor, I call myself a wellness mentor, and also stress and PTSD management consultant because I have been through all this, and I'm very passionate about sharing my knowledge and experience with those who might need some kind of support, assistance during their lifetime. And also, I'm a Qigong practitioner. Qigong is an ancient Chinese practice which is oriented on physical, mental, well-being, and it's a very good practice for our as well as physical and also mental health. So that's briefly about me.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. So do you do art full time?
uh, do I do art
Well, I
full
mean, are
time?
you a full-time artist or do you actually have a paying job?
No, actually, as for my NFT and painting journey, it started very unexpectedly.
Right?
Several years ago, I'm not a professional artist, and
Right.
several years ago, I just had this urge to paint, and I bought all those canvas and paints and stuff like that, and I just started. And it was quite interesting because some paintings really were very beautiful, and I enjoyed it very much. And after that incident 2 years ago, when I had this incident and I spent a month in the hospital,
Wow.
9 days in coma,
Wow.
and when I returned back at home, it was the most difficult time of my life because I was in a rehabilitation period, and literally I started everything from the beginning, like a child starts to walk, to hold the things. And at that time, I couldn't even hold the brush because my hand was trembling and everything was very heavy. And I was just very passionate about painting, but I could not because I was very weak at that time. And after several months, after 3 or 4 months, I was able to paint again. And that was exactly the time when my friend called me and told me about NFTs.
Oh,
And
wow.
he said, yeah, because I was in a very stressful situation, all those PTSD, depression and stuff. After
Oh, of
surgery,
course.
it was very difficult
Yeah.
to live,
And
to
a
start to live
life-changing
again. So,
event, of course.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Sorry?
the life-changing event that you had to
Yeah,
experience and it is true how you've
exactly.
described it as a rebirth.
Yeah, exactly. And at the time, the only period I felt alive and out of fear was when I was painting, because I was here and now, and I forgot all those pain and all those fear of dying again and so
Mhm.
on. And I was just like transferring all my pain and emotions on canvas, on paper. It was like sometimes pastels on paper, sometimes acrylic on canvas, and sometimes ink. And
Right.
I was enjoying the painting, and I was just sharing it on my platform. And my friend called me one day and told me about NFTs, and I said, "What's the NFT? What does it mean?" So
Right.
I had no idea. And so he told me about NFTs, and he taught me how to open the OpenSea account.
Mhm.
He taught me how to make MetaMask and all those stuff. And that's
Right.
how I entered the NFT. And since then, it was quite a journey. And I would like to mention uh, during my most difficult time of my life, art literally saved me. And
Right.
at that time, Nifty Dreams was not just created, but Nick was already there.
Right.
Uh, Namaste NFTs. I just wanted to mention them. Introduced me to Nick, and that's how I got to know Nick. And I want to to express my gratitude, because Nick was the one of the first persons who supported me and still does, and I'm very
Right.
grateful. So I just wanted to mention.
Well, I think we both have a huge admiration for Nick, and he's just
Yeah.
got a kind heart. I mean, I don't want to cry, but he
Yeah.
does.
He did a huge, I don't know, he was a huge support for me at that time, because I was appreciated. I felt very appreciated at that period of time. And yeah, it was very emotional and still is. And so that's why I became Nifty Dreams member from the
Mhm.
first second, because I was just sitting and waiting like crazy, this
Yep.
countdown. So yeah,
I
I'm
was
very grateful.
doing that too. I was doing that too. I'm sorry I don't have any
Yeah.
uh anyway.
Oh,
I've
oh my
had
God,
a hard morning,
I
so
was such emotional.
I'm sorry I didn't mean to get emotional.
Yeah, it's good. It's okay. I like emotional people because I'm very emotional myself. So it's okay. We
Uh,
have to express our.
yeah, we're humans, right?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry, let me catch my breath a minute. I your story reminds me a lot of what brought me to art too. So that's why I'm kind of emotional, and I've had a hard morning, so I apologize.
Oh my
Um
God.
um that's
Is everything okay?
yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just I need to get the tears out of my eyes. Uh, so let's go on. I
Yeah.
mean, your story is very emotional too, because I mean, it's so similar. So I'm sorry, it just kind of struck a chord for me. And
Oh,
that's why I was so excited to talk to you, because your journey is very similar, and I love your art. It's very did you start out with uh I mean, it was more of a abstract? How's your
yeah.
process? Tell us about your process.
Yes. The process was very interesting. At first, I was just experimenting, and I was learning at the same time. I was checking different artists, and I have mentioned that I'm not the professional painter, so I'm a self-taught artist. So let's say so, and I experienced with colors, with paints in the first place, and then I realized that abstract conceptual expressionism, that's how I call my style, was something that was very close to my heart and my personality and my character, because I'm a very emotional person and I like to express emotions. I never hide them, and I often speak out my emotions. So I was uh, I even wrote once that my art is my message to the world. I try to convey some messages also, and I also use some kind of symbols in my art. Maybe it might be quotes or words, or maybe Japanese symbols or Chinese symbols, meaning different interesting things. So I like to use lots of philosophy in my art, and
Right.
psychology, and that I'm very much fond of philosophy, psychology, and neuroscience. I'm very interested in those topics, so I use lots of symbolism and some words, something that might be very useful to other people,
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah,
No,
that's basically.
I've watched you when you do your videos on the your movement videos. What
Yeah,
is that? It's a meditation, isn't it?
it's a qigong practice. If
Okay.
you know it comes from Chinese martial arts, and it's everything is included there: meditation, relaxation, concentration, and it's also very good for health and for rehabilitation. For example, when I was on a rehabilitation period and I had some problems regarding energy and my blood
Mhm.
pressure was very low, it helped me very much, and it also for activating your life force energy. We all have life force energy, which
Right.
decreases by age, and according to what we eat, or what kind of air we breathe, what we think, and
Right.
also, yeah, and according to our sleep, it's very important. So
Right.
these four components, it's very important for the life force energy. So qigong is very good for activating life force energy, and also for our body organs. Each movement is good and useful for body organs, also for emotional balance. And the most interesting philosophy of qigong is like 5 elements.
Hmm.
There are five elements in the universe. It's like, and we also have these 5 elements in ourselves, like our internal bodies. So
Right.
qigong is like imitating the nature. The movements
Okay.
are like, for example, like river, like moon, like sun,
Right.
ocean, so on and so on. It's very interesting, and it's very deep practice, and it's very therapeutical, and also very useful for health, not only for physical health, but also for mental health.
Right. Right. There's so much trauma in the world right now, and I think there's a lot of people that are looking at trauma, and art has that ability to provide you the opportunity to live in the moment or to focus on something other than what's going around, about around you. So that I think art has been my therapy, and I think that's what you're saying too, right?
Yeah, exactly. During those, it's already 2 years after my rehabilitation, and as I said already, art was the only thing when I felt in the moment, when I felt alive, and when fear disappeared. Because otherwise, I was in very stressful situation. I was thinking that that heart attack will come back again. So I was
Right.
very frightened. So the most interesting thing and very emotional for me was using pastels just with my fingers. No
Right.
brush no brush was involved there, and I was painting. Oh yeah, very important thing. At that time, I created the collection, which is called Faceless Wonders, and
Is it on?
all the paintings.
Sorry, I was
Sorry.
going to go to it because which one is it on? I have your um what is it? All the links for your website stuff. I was going to bring that up on the screen.
It's the thing is that it was on my first OpenSea collection, which was compromised, and
Oh, okay.
I don't, yeah. But the thing is that the Faceless Wonders, there was like 23 paintings, and all was dedicated to my period when I was in the hospital and rehabilitation. It's like a story. Each painting was something related to my story, and also and all of them are now in Nick's collection.
Oh, okay. That's beautiful. I was just bringing
Yeah,
up some of your stuff on OpenSea, some of your work.
yeah. That's my favorite collection. It's abstract expressionism paintings. I
Right.
love those ones.
They're
Yeah.
beautiful.
So
They really have, you talk about putting your emotions into your art, and I can see that. I mean, when you look at it, you can really, this one is
yeah,
really beautiful.
the yeah universe. Yes. Yes, the universe is looking at us, and universe is always with us. And when you are in the flow with the universe, and when you are aligned in the vibration of the universe, then you become peaceful. So
Right.
that's the main idea of that
Right.
piece.
No, that's
Thank
a
you very
beautiful
much for.
piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I love your work. I don't see it enough. You don't post enough of your work on your feed, or
Yeah,
I don't see it
that's
as much.
this is chaos. Yeah.
Chaos. Yeah,
Um,
that's nice too.
Thank you very much for sharing. As for I was very active from the beginning. For
Uh-huh.
1 year, I was very active, and I was so active, then I even forgot my husband, my daughter. I was always in spaces and talking to people, and I was, yeah, really. Because when my daughter came to stay with me, and I was like always on Twitter and talking to those people and spaces and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
I even forgot my community. I have my community here in Georgia,
Uh-huh.
Are Metta. So I was totally
Yeah, tell
dedicated to
us about
metaphysics.
that. Tell us about your community, Share Meta, in that you have in Georgia.
Yeah,
We want to hear about that.
it's in 2018. I created this platform, which was called Meta, Share Meta. But at the time, it is written with double T, so it has nothing to do with the Facebook Meta. So it's the uh, uh, it's the Hindi word. It's an ancient word, and it means universal love, a shared kindness and empathy. And the reason why I created this platform was that I wanted to support other people and share my knowledge and experience, and in their way of transformation, in their path towards happiness and free will, and so on and so on. After that, I wrote a transformational guidebook, which is also called Share Metta. Share Metta in these terms means share love. So this book is very interesting. It's like practical guidebook. There is lots of theoretical knowledge there regarding psychology, and there is also some spaces there people can just write inside, and it's like becoming a psychologist for yourself, because it's based on CBT. CBT is like cognitive behavioral therapy. When one becomes its own therapy, because at the end of the day, we are on our own therapists, because
Yes, yes.
there are lots of people, with us, and psychologists and so on, but at the end of the day, we are helping ourselves, let's say.
Right.
So this book is very interesting to become a better you, better version of yourself. And the main principle of Metta and Share Metta is change starts from us, from each individual,
From
because
within.
we cannot go out and we cannot change the world. But once we change ourselves, and when we become better, then the environment around us changes by itself. So my main message is like, there is a very good poet, Persian poet Rumi, and I
Yes.
love his
I
quote,
love
and he
Rumi.
said that, he was saying that yesterday I was clever and I want to change the world, but today I'm wise, so I'm changing myself. So I think that change starts from us, from each individual.
Yes.
So that's how we can make the world a better place.
Right. Right. Because we can only influence what's around us, and then it's like a ripple effect, I think.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think
it's
that's a beautiful thing. Do you do, I mean, your group, how often do you meet, and do you do any of this online? Would you do
yes,
it online?
I have sessions, individual sessions, if there are people interested in my programs, and also once a week on Saturdays and Sundays. Here is a very good central park near my home. I go there. It's totally free for people. Can come and exercise with me, Qigong, and we're talking about emotions and all that stuff. So, and also they're practicing Qigong with me. So, And as for the book, I included it as a utility for my art.
Okay.
And
So
because
when
it's
people
in
buy your
English
art, they'll
also.
get your book.
Yes, and
That's nice.
also sessions with me, live sessions. So all my art is with utility. So
Nice. Very good. I mean, I'm learning so many new things about you. I'm so excited.
thanks.
You've got such a wide breadth of experience, and in so many diverse areas, and it's so nice to be able to bring those all together in your art. I had read some stuff about you, and you had mentioned that you dreamed of meeting Vincent van Gogh. Now that's fascinating to me. Can you tell us a little bit more about how he influenced, or how that dream influenced your art, and how you view your artistic journey a little bit?
Yes, Vincent van Gogh is one of my favorite artists. I love everything. Yeah, great. I love everything about him, his story, the kind of person he was, and the colors and the style. His style, not so professional as they say, but that's the art for me. The most beautiful art. emotional. So he was always in my heart and still is. And there is one city, Arles in France, where Vincent spent some of the years, and it is considered that he was the most happiest person when he lived there, because we know that he was having a depression and all those problems. But when he was in Arles, he was happy. So my dream was to go to that city one day. So, but before that, no, yeah, before I had this incident in my life, my husband made a surprise for me and took me to the Arles.
Oh, how
So
nice.
I visited that place in France. I was in Spain, and then we went. It was a 3 hours travel. We rented a car and went there, but it was a one day tour in Arles. I went
Mhm.
to Van Gogh Museum and
Oh,
all the
nice.
places. Yeah, and you know the most famous painting, Café La Nuit, and I also went to that cafe. But
Oh,
to my surprise, it was closed.
oh no.
To drink a
That's
coffee in that cafe, but
terrible.
yeah,
That's
but
so
anyways, I sat there, me and my husband. I also have lots of photos taken in this blue and yellow cafe, and it was my dream come true.
right.
So I went there. It's a really amazing city, just like art city, little city, very very melancholic, and I don't
Right.
know, it was very emotional. And as for meeting Vincent van Gogh, when I had this incident 2 years ago, maybe some people will consider me mad or something, or maybe they will tell me that I was on drugs or something. But I really had this time travel experience during my time in the hospital,
Mhm.
and it was not a dream. It was more like reality. I don't know. It was like time traveling, and the time travel was like me and Vincent were walking in the streets of Arles. How I was holding this canvas and paints and brushing, and we were just walking in the street. So my dream came true, and I really met this beautiful artist.
That's
It was like a
amazing. Yeah.
time travel experience for me.
Yeah,
So
no,
when
I
I
mean,
returned,
it's
so,
fascinating, and I appreciate you sharing that with us.
yeah,
I believe, I mean, I think we all have, well, we're all spiritual beings and energy never dies, so it has to
yeah,
be
yeah.
somewhere.
I believe in energy. I believe
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, and my energy maybe traveled somewhere in the past
Exactly.
and
Well,
met. Yeah,
who knows? No one knows for
yeah,
sure, but I believe in
yeah,
the
yeah,
Buddhist philosophy of reincarnation. So, I
yeah,
think
yeah.
that
Me
we've
too.
had, we continue to come and learn. So
Yeah, yes. So
that's
it
it.
was a great experience, and it continued in my paintings when I returned at home from the hospital during rehabilitation. When I was able to paint again, I made some paintings dedicated to Van Gogh. One of them was sunflowers. Another one is hanging in my room. So it's I wanted to use his style, his colors, and
Right.
he was very fond of painting cypress. What's called those trees? Cypress.
Cyprus.
Cypress.
Cyprus.
So
Yeah.
I'm Cypress. So I painted those trees also, and yeah, I
That's
loved it.
great. So tell us a little bit about your process of your art. I mean, so you said, I saw in the video, and could we play that for people? Your video?
Um, yeah,
Would you like
maybe.
to or no?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, let me get to it and then we will put it on. But I think that gives people a little bit of background about who you are and what you do, or what your process. I really enjoyed that. Did you put that together yourself? Did you create that yourself, or did you have someone professionally do it?
You mean video?
Yeah.
You mean the one which is
On
on
your,
my
yes.
website?
Yeah.
That video was, I told you about my friend who called me and told me about NFTs.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he helped me to make this
Oh, okay.
video.
Okay. No, it's really great. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. And it's only 3
So yeah,
minutes, so people
yeah,
can
thank you.
listen. And it might be a little slow because, let's see. No, I
Yeah.
don't want that. Hold on. Okay. Let me do this.
Greetings from Metaspace. I'm Teomia, creator of transformational and personal development platform Share Metta. In 2018, when I first named my platform Metta, I could not have imagined that this word would become so popular. Metta means consciousness, universal love, empathy, shared happiness, and tranquility. The inspiration for creating Metta for me was human beings. My aim was to better understand the human nature and its behavior, and to receive knowledge and tools for further sharing with those in need. The main purpose of Metta is to achieve happiness and higher consciousness. Life is a very interesting and beautiful journey with its pleasures and sorrows. Just when I thought that everything was coming to an end, it turned out to be only a beginning. In June 2021, a very serious danger came to me. I had a heart attack and faced very difficult times. 2 open heart surgeries, PTSD in a form of depression, uncertainty, fear, hopelessness, limited life, scars on my body, insomnia, etc. I thought I could never start living my ordinary life again. However, thanks to Metta, my family and my passion for life gave me the strength to start living in full again. Painting gives me strength and energy to live my life again. The process is very pleasant when you are fully diving in and all existence becomes here and now. I have never painted before. Desire and urge to create came one day unexpectedly. While I'm trying to move my pain and hard memories on canvas and paper, it gives me desire to continue living. I have discovered my new abilities as I'm reborn for my art. I think that the universe is a home for us all. We are all part of this great experience, which is given to us in the form of love. With my NFT collections and with my work in general, my intention is to share Metta with the world. Thank you.
I love the music.
Yeah, it's Keith Jarrett.
Oh,
I
okay.
love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's very beautiful. And
Thank you.
yeah, I
Thank,
and that,
thank you for sharing. All those memories came back to me now. So it
yeah,
was very, now I'm laughing and it's like dream for me. When I remember those times, I really think, did it really happen to me? So yeah,
right.
it was a very good experience. If it had not happened, I might have not transformed my life, because everything happens for a reason. And at first, it was very difficult. I was very
Yeah,
angry. I thought, why this happened to me and stuff. But now, when I look back, I think that that was the right thing to happen, because it totally changed my perspective, my personality, my priorities changed, and
right,
everything changed. So yeah.
right. No, I mean, no one is immune from these health, I mean, it could happen to anyone. It's, and you've just come through it and transformed yourself and rebirthed yourself, basically, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
has
Exactly.
has started a new journey. I mean, so you never know. I mean, whatever happens to us, we make lemonade out of lemons, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Everything happens
I believe
for some
everything happens
reason.
for a reason, and it's always hard when you're going through it to see those reasons of why you may be
Yeah.
to learn this.
Exactly.
Um,
Yes.
so yeah, I mean, yeah, I can relate. So,
I'm so happy to communicate with you now
oh, thank
and
you.
yeah, remember all those things because it's like it's our in time cures. It's
Yeah,
really cures, but you cannot forget it.
right,
It's our past is our past created us. So
right,
that's who we are. If
right,
not that experiences, bad or good, whichever experiences I had in my life, was to become who I am now, and I'm grateful to the universe to who I am now. So
right.
yeah,
No,
that's the thing.
I totally resonate with that because that's exactly how I feel about things. Your experiences are who you are today. So without them, you wouldn't be the same
Yeah,
person.
yeah,
So,
sure.
and you do
And
so much. You have, have such a, you focus on happiness and personal transformation and such. So, your work as an artist, you do course creation, you do motivational speaking. I mean, how do you do all that with, are you fully recovered from your
yeah,
health issues?
I absolutely yes. I'm fully recovered and I'm more healthier uh, now in this period of my life than ever before because I take care of myself. I
Mm-hmm.
try to eat healthy food. I drink lots of water. I don't smoke. I
Right.
I quit several years ago,
Oh, good
and
for you.
I exercise. I do qigong, and qigong is like, as I said, one of the greatest practices I have ever known. I practiced yoga for 5 years
Mm-hmm.
in past, but qigong is absolutely different. It's like working on your energy. It's like
Oh, okay.
you feel the energy inside and you become more energy sensitive, so to say, and you can feel other people's energies, the energy of nature, the energy of animals, because everything is energy.
That's
There
right.
are,
I
yeah,
agree.
animals, plants,
Yes,
everything has an energy. So
right,
it's like working on your energy. So I'm fully recovered, and I'm, once I saw what to lose life means, because I was very near to the death.
right,
Now I appreciate life 110%. So
right.
I,
So,
I try to do everything whatever I can to live. So
what,
yeah,
right. Well, I know that in my experience that when I've had things that really, what's the word I want to use, has kind of woken me up, so to speak, or,
yeah,
when somebody dies, for example, or when my mother died or my father passed, you really understand the value of the moment and living
hmm,
intentionally. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah,
don't take for granted that you'll have tomorrow because you may not.
yes,
And so,
exactly.
but the further you, in my experience, and the further you get away from those kind of experiences, you lose that that kind of understanding, or you dismiss it because it's not as strong, I think. So, but and then things happen, and then it it wakes me up and it says, okay, I need to be intentional on these things and stop taking things for granted, because this is a finite experience,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. Yeah. As for exactly. Well, yeah. Well, you never know what will happen after 5 minutes.
Right.
I became very much aware of this, and once I know this, life becomes more here and now in the moment, because you cannot plan everything and you cannot control. You can just control just ordinary things like
Right.
how many times you will smile a day, or what kind of
Yeah.
meal you will eat and stuff like that. But
Right.
once you cannot control your birth and your death, so you cannot what is there to
Right.
control? So
Right.
you have
Right.
to be in the flow of life, and life will show itself what is good for you, because there is also so-called Murphy's law. It means that
Yes,
if something is gonna go wrong, it
it
will,
will.
and
Yes.
if something is gonna go well, it will. So what should we worry about? So
Right. Right.
life is just what it is. So we just have to embrace it and share love, share metta,
Share
share
metta.
love,
That's right.
share kind, share kindness, be
Yeah.
empathetic, and be friendly. And yeah, that's the life, I think.
And I think that is something that I mean, we all know those things. It's just a matter of being intentional with them. And I think your experience and your art gives people that reminder. And what you do, I
Yeah.
mean, you are a very kind person, and your art's beautiful. Can you tell us what's coming up, any upcoming projects? And then we're going to go ahead and see if anybody has questions, because there's a couple of people in our
Oh
chat.
wow.
But
I cannot see, unfortunately.
oh, okay.
That the so as for my projects, I never stop.
Right.
So every day I learn new things. I think that life is a journey of learning, of exploring, of making new friends, sharing experience, and acquiring new knowledge. And I also say that when I never say that I know something, because when you say that, you stop developing yourself.
Right.
Every day is a new possibility, new learning, new skills, and I think I will make new programs regarding my qigong. It's like 5 animals qigong. Also, when you imitate the movements of animals, it's very beautiful, very interesting, and also very helpful for health and for physical and mental health. So,
Mhm.
as for my art, to be honest. I have some kind of a stagnation period in painting now. I have not painting for several months, but uh, 2 days ago I painted.
Oh,
I
yay.
shared yeah, I shared that new painting on Twitter.
Oh,
It's
right.
called
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's called Fire Heart. It was inspired by qigong and by the element of fire. I said that there are 5 elements, and
Uh-huh.
this one was dedicated to a fire element, which corresponds to our heart and our emotions, because our heart is the so-called our heart stores all the emotions we have. So that abstract painting, which is very beautiful, I
Yes,
think,
I'm gonna
like
show that right now. One sec.
red colors stuff. So I painted those that
That that
finished.
is amazing. I mean, it's different than what you've done in the past, or what we've shared in the past. But I'm going to go ahead and share this painting, or this. And how is this did you what did you use to create that?
Uh, you mean which
The,
one?
the art that we're showing right now. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, no, that's
No.
the old one.
Oh, okay.
That's also beautiful.
Well, I
The
love
new one is
it. So which one can we see it or is it not available to see?
it's on the collection you shared
Oh, okay.
several minutes ago.
Okay,
It's
on your
called
OpenSea.
on OpenSea.
Okay,
It's
let me go back. It's
abstract.
Metta Meditation. Is it the Metta Meditation one that I showed? Let's see. I think so. Or no, you had transfer. Okay, so tell me which one and we'll share it. The Metta
It's
Meditation.
called 1 minute. It's called
Okay, let me look.
Fire Heart.
Fire Heart. Okay, that's not it. Sorry.
And it's in the collection, Abstract Expressionist collection.
Okay.
1 minute.
Abstract expression. So we have.
It's in the collection called Are Metta.
Okay,
And
got
it's
it.
called Fire Heart. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go to it right now.
So it was painted on it's quite a big, not canvas, but I don't know, board, little thin board called, and
Okay,
it
let's see.
was painted with acrylics and yeah, as I said, it was it's the main idea is like a fire element which responds to our heart. So
Okay, you can tell
fire
me
heart.
which one it is. So, which
It's
one?
in the collection which is called Are Metta, and its name is Fireheart.
Okay, Fireheart. You know
You just shared that. Yeah, that's collection.
Okay, so which one is the Fireheart? Because I can't see a name.
It's down. It's like
Okay,
just can you just come down? I that
this one?
yeah.
Fireheart. Okay, there we go. Yeah, wow. That's really amazing.
Yes,
I like
so that's
that.
that one I finished 2 days ago after 3 months of no painting. So I was very happy that I did that. So yeah,
No, that's really great. Is that oils or
it's acrylics.
acrylics? Okay.
But I can tell you the story of that. It's
Yes,
like
please. We would love to hear it.
it was like experiment with myself. I just started to paint, and I decided to write down each emotion after each what's called pattern, because there are 18 patterns in that. It was quite different in the beginning, and after I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 18, that just became the final version. And I was writing down all the emotions. Sometimes it was anger, sometimes it was I was tired, sometimes it was denial, and so on and so on. So I was writing down emotions. So that was kind of experimental painting with me.
It's really, I mean, it has a lot of energy.
Yeah, because it was like not in a day, but I was painting it for several days, and every day it was like changing the colors, the patterns, and so I think it's finished now.
Yeah, no, well, you minted it. It must be finished.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, exactly. I minted it.
That's right. Well,
Yeah.
for me, it's like oh, do I really want to mint it, or am I going to go back to it, or things like that. So,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
the thing is
no.
that it's here. I can paint on it again. It's a physical one.
That's right. You can have a
Yeah.
double. You could the second
Yeah.
version. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But I like this one with the red and some green color there.
Yeah, no, it's very nice, and I like how it kind of comes. How did you choose the name? I mean, or your title? Just from the
Uh,
process that you were going through, or
you mean Firearm?
Yeah, fire heart. How did
Fire heart, yeah.
yeah.
It's I just combined both those two names. It's like fire element. I was thinking about those 5 elements
Right.
which we have in the universe, or also in our body, because each element corresponds to our inner organ. In this
Mhm.
case, fire corresponds to our heart, so that's why it's called fire heart.
Okay, good. No, that's I appreciate you explaining that. That's great.
Yeah.
No, your work is very inspirational. You know, and maybe since, you know, you are a dreamer, you would be willing to, because I'm working as on the back end of the Nifty Dreams website right now, and we're putting together it's a good time to talk about it because you would be a great instructor for us to put together. But anyway, I'm putting together like an intro, kind of a basic intro to marketing for people that have never, you know, artists that want to get into the NFT space. But it would be great if you're interested in sharing your knowledge and how you've, you know, and Martin's in the Martine is in our
Yeah.
audience, and I was going to talk to him about that too. So that's a surprise. He's probably hearing it right now. But I'm going to be
Hello,
calling
Martin.
on lots of our dreamers to get involved and maybe volunteer some of their
Yeah,
time.
yeah, sure. I was volunteering in for Nifty Dreams. I was helping in writing what's that newsletters.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I was. It was quite a good experience for me.
Right.
I was supporting uh, her name. I forgot her name.
Dragoness.
Crypto Dragoness.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I don't know. I had some time out from Twitter and returned to my Georgian community, to
Right.
my family. So, and if you need any assistance, any support in which I am, I can help. So I'm here to support you in any possible way. So
Oh, good.
you can
Good.
count on me.
I knew you would. I'm just getting settled, you know. I mean, it's been a few months and kind of getting the routine with doing
Yeah,
things, and you know, because everybody has their own style of working. So you know,
yeah.
it's great, and I'm finding my footing. So that's
So
good.
yeah,
Appreciate you so much, and I appreciate your time. I know it's you know, valuable. Time is, for me,
thank you.
my philosophy is time is the only thing we can never make more of.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
once
sure.
it's gone, it's gone. As far as our linear
Yes,
time.
yeah. And
So,
it's like kind of energy. Yeah.
right, 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 right. So,
Thank you.
oh, you're welcome. And so is there anything, you know, does anybody have any questions? Um, you know, what, Martine, do you have any question? Let's see, question about the moment one decides a piece is done or finished. I find sometimes it's extremely difficult to know when this moment arrives, and others, it is so clear when the eureka moment comes. What is your experience? Um, so was okay. So what's your experience? And really, did you hear what he asked?
No, no, not
Okay,
exactly.
let me ask it again. Um, so question about the moment one decides a piece is done or finished. I find sometimes it's extremely difficult to know when this moment arrives, and others
Yeah.
it's so clear when the eureka moment comes. What is your
Oh,
experience?
great question. Thank you, Martin. How are you? Yeah, it's a great question actually, and I also have very difficult times to understand whether it's finished or not. I'm very passionate about my piece. When I'm in the process, I try to make it as even though it's abstract and it's like sometimes very messy on all those colors and stuff, I try to make it perfect, maybe, but nothing is perfect.
Right.
Nothing is perfect in this world. So, when I look at it with several perspectives, from this side, from
I
that
think I
side.
lost you.
Uh,
Gosh.
Oh, can you hear me?
There we go. Okay, so the last thing we heard is that you said nothing is ever perfect.
Yeah, so nothing is ever perfect, so we can't make it perfect. So I explore my painting, looking at it with different perspectives. Maybe just leave it for a day or so, and look at it on the other day, because sometimes I'm not sure if it's finished or not. So the other day is a new perspective. So when that moment comes, it's like when I look at it, and I feel full, maybe content. So yeah, that's the moment. So
Right.
I'm done.
Right. I mean, I think that for me, you're right. I mean, I have to stop at some point. And I don't
Yeah,
really know when it's time, except that I just choose a time. Because I could
yes.
continually work on it, I think. So,
And I like to use lots of not brush, but different, maybe sometimes with my hand, and sometimes
right.
with a sponge and stuff like that. So it's really really very interesting process.
Thank you for sharing that. I think that, it doesn't always have to be a brush. It could be, Q-tips.
Yeah, sure. So I'm experimenting different things. Sometimes you can use the thing that never anybody used. So that's the innovation, and we are just innovating and
Right.
experimenting.
Right. Right. Well, no, I see, I I watch some YouTube videos at times, and they're using
Yes,
all kinds of interesting tools
yes,
or objects that I thought, really, you're going to use that? Or I mean, just simple things that you would have never thought about, because painting isn't
yeah,
just always with brushes.
yeah, sure. Yeah, I also like to watch YouTube videos. I learn lots of interesting stuff from there. So yeah.
Right. Did you hear about the new project that you need to submit your work to for the art packs?
I heard that Nick was having a live yesterday, or
Yesterday, yeah, and
yeah,
it's
but
a
I could not listen. So it's a new
yeah,
project.
and there's an open call for artists for the art pack, and it's art packs, and we're kind of gamifying the process. So you should listen
Oh,
to the Twitter space that we had yesterday, and
okay.
because there were a lot of questions that were answered and stuff, and it's very exciting and a great opportunity. So
Yeah, great. I'll check it out.
awesome. So we've been here about an hour, so I'm going to let you go. I know
Yeah.
it's late there, and
Mhm.
it's just my day is
Thank
getting
you.
started. So
Thank you very much. I want to thank you for your questions and for your interest, that you looked to my website, and your questions were very, very deep and profound, and I very much appreciate that. So yeah, thank you very much. And if you need any support from me, any assistance, I'm here for the
great.
community and for Nifty Dreams. So yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you so much. I appreciate you, and we will do everything we can to amplify your voice and get your beautiful work out there. Thank you
Thank
for
you very
your
much.
time today. Bye, Guy. Bye,
Bye.
Teomia. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for attending. And please check out Teomi's website and her work. She is really a great artist and has a great story, and we appreciate her so much. Again, thank you for your time today, and we will see you next Wednesday at 9 o'clock. Thanks so much. And I'm going to try to get us out of here with a clip. Whoops, nope, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. All right. Let's listen to some music.
Oh, I'm a dreamer and I'll always be. Oh, with my head up, I will chase my destiny. Oh, I'm a dreamer and I'll always be. Oh, with my head up, I will chase my destiny. Every challenge, I grow in mind. I rise above and I will take the fight. I will never settle, I won't conform. I'll chase my dreams through every storm. I'll break the mold, I'll pave my way. I'll seize each moment, come at me. I won't be held back by fear or doubt. I'll chase my dream and I will scream and shout.